The mobile games market is created, or maybe it's better to say the automobile approach on mobile game market is split in two kinds of businesses. The business to business, B2B, and the business to consumer, B2C. The business to business is the core of our job, as we work strictly connected with all the mobile operators at global level. So you can see some case history like Zain, the Middle East and North African mobile operator, or Vodafone, or T-Mobile, Orange, and TIM. But also on business to consumer. The brands that you see, Getmo, Andy.de, and Net, are the consumer brands of our group, of local territories, some territories of internal Arvato Mobile Group. For instance, Getmo is the Arabic consumer brand by Arvato Mobile. Andy.de is the consumer brand come from Germany, Arvato Mobile Germany, and TGNet is the Italian one that probably someone know. Now I have another video, but I suppose it doesn't work.
Vivi come al cinema le emozioni della sfida del
There were a video showing to you a spot television that we do promoting the subscription service, because in B2C distribution normally work, the B2C distribution normally works only on a subscription model. So we do advertising promoting a hook to convince the user to subscribe itself to the service and continue to send weekly information or product. Some data about the Arvato Mobile distribution. So these are information coming from our, let's say, distribution management, because in Italy we manage Vodafone and TIM, so let's say the 80% or more of the market of mobile game. So as you can see, the best category are the same that include the best performance title. I mean, who will be the millionaire is included in the logic category, so drive the performance of the category. EA Sports, FIFA 11 is contained in sports, so the best title, the performance of the best title drive the category and then the market too. In Italy, we have also a big penetration of the Nokia handsets. In fact, we have the 40% more or less of the penetration of this manufacturer. The Symbian is the operative system working on Nokia is the best one in the Italian market. After Nokia, there are Samsung and LG that are two manufacturers that follow the operators. Samsung and LG in particular are in the portfolio of Vodafone, so users have the device directly with the subscription of the mobile operator. So this slide comes from the Polytechnic of Milano. It shows how the mobile game increased during the years. The mobile game has the best performance compared to all the other products. You can see how the market is going a little bit down, but games is increasing the revenues and then the download too. Probably games increased the number also thanks to the app stores and the smartphones that help the trend to invert the trend of the market, increasing the numbers. But also this means also this is valid also for other downloadable content like music, but anyway, the games increase much more than music or other kind of product. So talking about smartphone explosion, we see how Italy is the best one compared also with all the European countries in general and US too. So we have the best penetration of smartphone devices. And you can see also how the user prefer to play a game on mobile instead of a PC, for instance, because a smartphone now easy to approach the distribution and then the games directly than before with the old devices that probably doesn't allow to play in the right way. Looking also to the cost of the mobile content to download, we can see how the mobile users, smartphone holders, spend a lot of money in mobile services per month. The 27% spend over 30 euro per month in mobile services. This is impressive for mobile services. So the last slide shows how the billing systems in Italy is monopolized by telco. We don't have a possibility to bill service or mobile download distribution with other kind of system different than telco billing system. So this is an imposition that telco in Italy, but anyway also in other countries works in the same way. This could be the good thing to improve opening the market. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I am Giuseppe Migliorino, content manager of iPhoneItalia.com, the most important Italian website dedicated to Apple iPhone. I am here today to speak about the iOS platform game market and about the Italian situation in particular. iPhoneItalia.com was created in 2007 when the iPhone was only a phone and no one had ever heard about App Store. Then in 2008, the Great Revolution began. Apple officially launched its App Store, a virtual store where millions of users worldwide can buy and download applications and games with just a few clicks. Immediately, it became clear that App Store would become the innovation that changed how software distribution was intended. The developer did not have to worry anymore about finding a distribution channel in order to sell an application. He no longer had to open a website in order to allow its download, and he didn't need to find a way to place his creation in a showcase. In fact, with App Store, the developer just has to send the application and wait for its publication on the store. All this for a price of $99 per year. App will take care of anything else once it's available on App Store. The application can be, in fact, downloaded by all the iPhone users. In the application, if the application is downloaded more than others, then it reached the top 50, earning an important showcase on the App Store that will be visualized by millions of users. The price to pay beside the year fee is 30% that is pocketed by Apple for every sale. It's represented by the control on behalf of the Cupertino officer. In fact, every application needs an approval, and this approval is given only if all the Apple rules are complied with. No game related to sex, no games bearing names that are protected by copyright, no very violent games. Apart from this, the developer is free to create any type of game, from the simplest to the most complex. For example, precisely during the past week, speaking about games with certain importance, Rage by id Software was published. This is titled highlighted as Miracle. The game graphic is comparable to that of a PSP game, and its playability is among the best by far. We can also connect the iPhone to the TV and play Rage on a 32-inch screen, for example. However, this is just the result of years of work, both by the developer and by Apple. In fact, all along, Steve Jobs has wanted to stress that iPhone and iPod Touch are two terminals to consider to all effect a game console. We were saying that Apple itself is quite happy with the videoludic development of the iPhone. The same for the customer. A recent survey demonstrated that the App Store games and around 40,000 on a total of 300,000 applications, more than the total of all the game console of the last few years. This is a market worth millions of dollars that tempts small and big developers. Not by chance, EA, Gameloft, id Software, and Namco, only to mention a few, have by now a team of specialists for the creation of a game for iPhone. And the result in terms of download prove them right. But the App Store is revolutionary, not only for the type of game distribution, but also for the price. We have been used to paying games at less $13, $14, but on App Store we have witnessed a strong decreases. A Rage, even it contains only 4 game levels, is available at the price of $1.99. FIFA 11 cost $4.99. Need for Speed, $4.99. The Sim Free, 99 cents. And these are among the high-priced Rage on App Store games have ever exceeded 19.99. It is a small miracle, but for the final user, who are very happy to spend a little to download the latest game on their iPhone, and for the developer, who in some cases managed to reach extraordinary results thanks to the amount of download. Just one example. The Angry Birds by Rovio was purchased by 10 million iPhone users at the price of 99 cents. Without counting the percentage owned by Apple, the software house has pocketed approximately $7 million in just a few months. In total, the profit average is $4 for application, even if the fees 100 for number of download have an average of $2.13. Besides, the diagram shows a substantial difference between the average price on the application and the games. So the price of the game is considerably lower for average of application, but at the same time, the number of download is relatively greater. The situation is also due to strong increases of premium games that, in my opinion, will take one more and more important role, not only on App Store, but even on other game console. The freemium model consists in the possibility of using a title for free. Is it in its entirety and without any limit, but having the possibility of purchasing additional elements within the application. The freemium game market, that as its point of reference in WeRule, is increasing strongly and hindered for same type of games imaged to create more profit than the payment title. Think that a third of the application present in the chart for the most profitable are free, and 30% of all the revenue on App Store come from in-app purchase. Therefore, it's an expanding market that many foreign software houses are evaluating carefully, and absolutely this needs to be taken in consideration, even by Italian software houses that, except for rare exceptions, have not used this distribution method yet.